So am I the customer or are you the customer?
I'll be the customer.
Okay, cool. So deal with this man. He's your phone. He's your guy. He's the same guy you called up. Is John Tan Shuiti. He's a Chinese guy. He's the same
Okay.
guy you just talked with.
All right. So we're gonna start off like a regular Zoom call.
Brand
Okay.
brand new phone call. Yeah, here you go.
All right. John, what are you doing? All right. Hey John, how's it going, man? How you doing, John?
It's good. How you doing?
I can't complain, and even if I did, man, nobody would listen.
Okay.
So well, appreciate you being on the call with me today, man. Appreciate you being on time. That helps everybody here. Uh, I do want to get how I like to structure my calls, man. I do want to get clear on two things. I want to get clear on number one, where you're at right now in your journey. And then I also want to get clear on where you're trying to go in your journey. Okay. Now, if I feel like we can help you
Wait,
and
that's it.
potentially,
That's it. Just a second. So I think it's a flunk, just because those are two good things you mentioned. But you want to find out how's he doing on that course he spent 600-700 bucks on, or this package of materials.
Yeah, you're
You don't
running
want
out
to
of
introduce him
script.
about
You're
anything
not. You're
else.
not
You
in
got to
present
find out.
time. You got to get in present time to communicate with people. Right now, you're just running the same thing over and over again like a robot. You're going back to the pulling from your 600 calls ago, the script that worked whenever you started the call. You're not actually looking at me. That entire call that I clicked through all 47 minutes, he didn't smile once.
okay.
You think that went well?
Well, I mean, okay.
Just yes or no. I don't need a whole story or explanation as to why. Do you think that's how a call should go? Is that someone shouldn't smile?
No.
So then you have to get in my universe. That's your first goal. Screw the script. Get in my universe. I know it's some tough coaching, but you're a tough guy, so you can handle it. So you got to get in my universe whenever you start this call. And you got to see what's going on with me. I just went through a bunch of material. I could have hated it. I could have sepsis right now and be boiling from the inside for all you know. And you don't know why I'm not having smiles and good shit going on in my life. So I'm going to give you him. I'm going to deliver you how he looked. I didn't listen to how he talked, but I'm going to deliver you how he looked. All right?
Just maybe an attitude shift here a little bit. Like you're taking ownership for the company. Your company's delivered a service to him. He's given the company $1,000 or 700 or whatever that is, and you're curious about, hey, are you satisfied with the service so far? And no talk about journeys and all that kind of shit. It's just that's a script. Leave it alone. It's just the first step is, yeah, curiosity about why is he dozing off in front of you? Seems to be in kind of resentment. And is it anything to do with the course? But first of all, the curiosity, you know, dessert's about ready to be served. How did you like the main course before you're talking about dessert? You know, ask questions about the service that's already potentially been delivered, please.
All right.
Do it right now.
Okay.
Start right now. Come on, Dwayne, let's go.
All right, John. So how did you like the material that you did view? Like how did that work out for you?
I think I learned some stuff from it. I think it was pretty cool.
Okay.
Get curious
You
about it.
know,
Like what? Ask all sorts of
does
questions. I want you to ask 10 questions about the service he's already had. 10 questions.
okay. So what about the service did you learn about? Like what stuck out to you?
I well, I learned how wholesaling works,
Okay.
and uh, yeah, and
If you don't mind me asking, John, I mean, you you look a little tired. I mean, is everything okay? Is everything going okay with you?
yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, 'cause it looks like you just woke up, man.
Now,
No,
John, don't be
I'm
too tough on this motherfucker. Come on.
I'm trying to give him the Like the dude had like bloated eyes and like was like like
Yeah, yeah.
trying to give you that.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I got plenty of sleep last night. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
So
just
you mentioned
Chinese.
Oh, wait a minute, John. Are you acting much like this guy? You said you skipped through the deal. Was he always this
Oh,
kind of dull throughout the whole thing?
yes, he
yeah,
was. I didn't see
he
a single
was.
smile. Yeah, so
So
I
it
try
might
to
be
get him up.
high then, or something, huh?
You could ask that. Yes, that would be an appropriate thing to ask.
Yeah. You go ahead and be blunt. I mean, from what John's dramatizing here, he might be just a total loser that just accidentally picked up your phone call. I don't know, but be really curious about it. If he's being this kind of guy,
Yeah, yeah. Because like, if your job was only, so this is how I put it: sales rep's job to the prospect is to give them a good experience. Sales rep's job to the company is to make money, right? And you're unlikely to make very much money for the company if you don't give the prospect a good experience. So I'd
Hmm.
focus on first getting good indicators, smile, interested, they're maybe leaning forward, wanting to hear more. Like these are good indicators of someone on a sales call, right? Maybe they're asking questions, they're curious, they're interested in answering your questions, right? Like right now, I have better indicators than Puffy make high sad Asian face over here,
Hmm.
right? So then you gotta see how can you get my indicators better, right? Why would you run a call with someone who's angry, mad, sad, like anything but like just some level of interest, right?
Right.
Right. So and then if I'm like, yeah, man, I'm pissed, like I had a fight with my wife, and then you're like, I gotta thank you. Those fucking wives, man, they're a pain in the butt sometimes, right? And he's like, yeah, they totally are. He smiles. Okay, cool. Now you guys agree on something, right? You might think wives are perfectly fine, but that's his reality, right? So you found some
Hmm.
reality to agree on, and then you move on, right? And then
Hmm.
now you can have a call because you guys have some understanding with each other. You feel good about each other, right? Does that make
All
sense?
right.
So that's what
Yeah.
we're going for in the questions you're asking. You were doing good, by the way. But I'm going to give you puffy make Asian face, so that way it's as real as possible. All right, start.
All right. So, John, I guess, like I said, welcome to the call, man. How did you find the material that you just watched?
And I found it in my email. That's how I found it.
Right, but you did watch the videos, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought they were cool.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I, I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know if it's everything I need. I feel like I bought a lot of stuff and wasn't everything I needed.
Okay.
hey, now
So
just a
what?
second, Dwayne. Just a second. Here's the thing. Do you know the value of the course? Do you know what's taken care of in there, the different subjects, etc.?
Yeah, so basically it's like limited access to our community. So we have a community that everybody's in, right? So you get access to a couple of coaching calls there, and there's a lot of stuff you can get in there. But
So
the
do you know the
27
you know the different components of it? Do
as
you
to
know
like
that
what
like
do you
it's got a
mean?
community, it's got coaching calls. What else has got it? It's like the
Yeah.
Mental Maverick Academy has all these different components. Does he have? Is it similarly RAM where there's like a B C D E F G?
So it's more so of what the community is about, what the program they just purchased is about, and the offer boat, that's the big thing, our AI software. That's the
Okay,
biggest thing,
so
right?
he's had an opportunity to dabble in that, to be part of that. To have
Yes.
have
So
you used
yeah.
the? Can you ask? Have you used the AI software? Did you understand it?
So you
Can you ask?
so
Did you go in the
so here's
community? Did you go in the community and ask questions? How many community interactions did you have? Find out just how to what degree. Don't settle for, oh yeah, it's cool, because
Hmm.
that's like how's the weather? Oh, it's yeah, I've been okay. Meanwhile, he's got you know diseases or whatever. So just get. I'm thoroughly curious about what's happened already. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's either the course or it's life or something. Get curious about it until something changes. This is just nuts the way John's being. Don't talk over it. Don't pitch anything.
Yeah. Also,
Right.
Dwayne, just to address if you feel like you're being cut off, in the coaching, uh, when you coach, when you drill, it's very almost militant. That's why we do sales drilling and not sales like role play. Role play is very soft, right? But we're trying to do high volume, so that way you get high repetition, right? So we're gonna dive in. Ron, like let him try and apply some of the shit real quick, so we can flunk on it. But no more additional coaching. The one piece of coaching, Dwayne. Do you know what the one piece of coaching is?
No,
But we're
because
going to
y'all coming at
Okay,
me
emphasize.
with so many
it's
different
just
angles, man.
be curious. That's the one piece of coaching. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then he was giving you lots of examples to show you what being curious might look like in going into the drill. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And by the way, this is going to be super invalidative, and it's probably going to upset you a lot whenever you're drilling. I've been upset very, very many times while I've drilled. It pushes all kinds of buttons, right? But we're trying to get the outcome of a happy Dwayne that's curious about people. So you have to produce it, even though you feel some sort of way about the coaching. You still have to produce that. It's just
Hmm.
like on a call. You can't let your emotions drive what you do. You still have to do the right thing, right?
Right.
So does that make sense?
Hmm.
Okay, cool. So sweet. Start.
All right. So, John, welcome to the call, man. By the way, so the materials that you viewed, the 27 videos, like what were your thoughts on it? What were your initial thoughts?
Thought thought it was informative. A lot of
Okay.
stuff in there. Well, it wasn't too much stuff. It was only like an hour or two.
So informative how?
Yeah, like it taught me about um, the the stuff. It taught me about the stuff. It taught me about the
What is
wholesaling.
this stuff? What is okay? So it
Yeah,
taught you a little bit about wholesaling.
yeah.
Did you find did you find it beneficial that this is something you can actually kind of succeed in for you?
I think so. Yeah.
Think
I don't
so?
know if it's all the support I need, but I don't really want
Okay.
to spend any more money. So, like,
Okay. I
that's
mean that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair, right? So no, so for you, John, I mean, are you new to wholesaling or you have previous experience?
I'm new. I'm honestly new to a
Okay.
lot of things. Born yesterday.
You were born yesterday? Is that what you said?
No, that was a joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I don't, yeah, because I'm not sure. Like I'm
Yeah.
just asking, right?
I'm not sure when you
So,
were born.
yeah. Uh so so you mentioned you're new, okay? So how long have you been wanting to get into wholesaling?
3 years, I think. I think I
Okay.
saw an ad 3 years ago, but I never took action on it. I tried
Why not?
ecom before. Um, I thought I needed money for it. I didn't really understand how to do it, and then I saw your guys' ad, and I realized that's not how wholesaling works. I don't need a lot of money, so I was like, okay, let's just try it out. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. So before talking to me and before seeing the ad on, Instagram or Facebook or, where you saw it,
Yeah.
did you take action on any other course related to wholesaling, or was that the only course that you took
No,
action? Well, you
that's
saw.
everything. Yeah. 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 That's everything. Yeah.
Okay. So what made you want to, try again? Because 3 years, that's a long time, man. It's a long
Well,
time
I
to.
never tried originally. I tried other things. I tried other business models, but I never tried this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all those business models that you tried, what happened with those?
They didn't go very well. I didn't. I paid like 3 grand for an ecom program. It was a course. It wasn't not a lot of
Right.
mentorship or anything. But
Oh, okay.
oh, what else? Sorry, I'm just high in Asian.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on, man? You seem tired. You seem like all over the place. What's going on? Are you excited to be here or what's up?
Yeah, I just feel kind of bait and switched because I just bought something. I feel like this is a sales call, so I feel like you want to sell me something else.
Okay.
Uh,
Why do you so yeah, I mean, yeah, let's talk about it. Why do you feel like it's a bait and switch?
oh, so good. Well, because I bought a low, price thing, and then you want to sell me a high price thing.
Okay. So here's the thing. Like, first of all, I'm sorry that you feel that way, right?
Should be.
The 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 thing of it is, right? We are a mentorship company, right?
Okay.
And we do want to make sure that you can reach your goals. So we do have another. I don't know what do I want to call it.
Here,
We do have
pause,
another
pause,
level.
pause, pause. You did really, 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 really good. You did really good.
Okay.
But I
Okay.
don't think I just would just like, hey, I understand. Do you feel like that would get in the way, or you could just say, have there been any
Yeah,
other
yeah,
times? I'd stay on the curious part about the bait and switch. Why that's upsetting? Like, have you been bait and switched in before? Yes, I had. Did you not like the thing that you bought? The second thing that you bought, did you not like that, or did you not like the process? What don't you like about like what? Because like I don't know. I'm okay being bait and switched, but I also used to sell a $300. Like people would see a beautiful, gorgeous, amazing above ground pool, and then $300 would be right there, and then I'd have to explain that pool you saw was $21,000, and the actual pool that's $300 is a shitty little
yeah.
plastic with, you know, pipes looking thing, and it doesn't look very pretty at all. It looks like
Hmm.
like a torture chamber, right? So, and that's what I would have to explain to people, and yet they'd still buy. People still buy off of bait and switch all the time, right?
Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah.
So he might have a bad experience that you could go find out about. We're gonna restart. So I'm gonna tell you about the bait and switch, and then you pick it up from there. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
start.
Go ahead. So you mentioned bait and switch. So tell me more about that. Have you been bait and switch before or
Yeah. One time I was driving down the road, and there was this building. It looked like a normal restaurant, and they said, "Come in, $5 burger." And I'm like, "Well, most of the burgers are $15." So I walk in, and I start eating some burgers, and then they're like, "Would you like some prostitutes?" And they tried upselling me a $15,000 prostitute, and I said, "That's not for me. I don't want that." And I didn't. I felt really grossed out by the whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. So I don't want that to happen here.
Okay. No, I mean, I understand, man. Um, is that the only time that you have been bait and switched or
Oh yeah, and one time I bought a $37 thing, and then they tried to upsell me to a $5,000 thing, and
did you
I didn't
not?
feel comfortable.
So let me ask, so the first products that you bought, did you not like what you bought initially?
No, I liked it. I liked the burger, and I liked the $37
Okay.
thing.
So let me ask, when they asked you to, you know, with this bait and switch, when they asked you for the
Hmm.
bigger, higher item thing, did you get it or no?
No, no.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get it. Okay.
Yeah,
So did you feel like you needed that item when you got bait
kind
and
of, but
switched?
I didn't like the sales process.
Okay. So the sales process, is that something that's going to, that stopped you in the past from getting to actually where you want to go is because of the process of how things were done.
Kind of, yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So look, again, I mean, I get it.
Pause. Pause.
Yeah.
You're doing good, but you don't know where you're going, and I can tell as the prospect that you have no idea where you're supposed to take this. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do it for you real quick, and then you deliver it back to me, and then I'm going to go get ready. Um, so, so Dwayne, so you just told me all this stuff about bait and switch, right? Okay, so the outcome I want to get you to is that you're willing to buy even though we bait and switched you, right? So then
Hmm.
I'm going to pose to you a totally crazy idea, right? So Dwayne, let's say that you bought something for a few $100. It could be this, could be something else. It doesn't really matter.
Hmm.
Let's say you were learning how to do fix and flip, you know, and you bought like a $500 thing that teaches you the basics of fixing and flipping, right? Maybe gives you some cool tools and all that. But the thing is, you're brand new, right? You might be. I don't know if you've had any experience in real estate before, but
Right.
you're looking for help, right? You're trying to make more money. It's a scary world. You don't know who to trust, right? But you found some people who you feel like you can trust because you went through some of their material and it was pretty good, right? And then they say, hey, we can help you more. We can actually increase your chances of success. If you pay us more money, we'll give you significantly more support to be able to apply what you already have learned and to apply even better stuff that's more advanced so that we can move faster. But it's going to cost more money because it takes more time and resources. And honestly, if you hadn't have gone through the $500 thing, you probably wouldn't be interested in the higher ticket thing because you don't know us. You haven't gotten a chance to trust us yet. And if we said, hey, Dwayne, you want to buy a $5,000 thing off of an ad? You'd probably be like, no, I don't fucking know you, right? You'd be like, click. I ain't talking to you guys, right? So are you totally against investing in further mentorship, even if it could help you go faster? Like, are you against that?
No, I'm not against it. No,
Why not?
because because the goals that I want to get to. I mean, if you're talking about a $500 basic course, it's probably not going to get me to generational wealth. If you're telling me
Hmm.
that in order for me to get to where I want to get to, it's going to kind of require a little bit more help and it costs a little bit more money, which makes sense because you guys are utilizing more resources and more time, then I cannot be opposed to that. So that's why.
Well, so you can. You're welcome to. Dwayne, you can do whatever you want. But I'm just interested to understand, like, why not throw away the idea of more mentorship because you were bait and switched? Because I mean, obviously, we're not here to sell you hookers, right?
Hmm.
But off of a hamburger. But like, why not just throw away the whole idea and go find another company that didn't bait and switch you? Why would you even be willing to consider doing business with us?
Well, I mean, like I said, I like what I saw. I like what I invested in. I guess I just didn't. I don't like the idea of being bait and switched.
What specifically about that don't you like?
That that the ads that I've seen, the ads made it seem like, oh, if you
Hmm.
do this and you do that, if you invest into this and then you upgrade to the second tier, you get that.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
made it
yeah.
seem like that's all I need to be successful. Now I get on this call and now you telling me I possibly got to pay more money for something I already thought I got.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So then let's differentiate because obviously it wouldn't make more sense for you to pay more money for the same thing, right? That'd
Yeah.
be, for lack of better words, retarded. So
Hmm.
probably don't want to do that. And honestly, if I pitch you anything, if I suggest that you purchase anything that looks or sounds the exact same as what you've already purchased, don't buy it. Is
Hmm.
that a fair deal between you and me?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fair. Yeah.
So, in what was promised in the $500 thing, and I would just want to confirm it with you. Let me know if there's any. It sounds like there's anything you're missing, but you get access to a course. The upsell that you purchased, you wouldn't say upsell and things like this, but the next thing
Right,
that you
exactly.
purchased was the AI tool, right? And there's a little bit of support, but not a lot, right? It doesn't offer any one-on-one support or any group call support or anything like that,
Right.
and it's just some basic information. It's not like every little detail walking you through step by step, but rather it's an overview. So that way, if you really wanted to put in the discipline to learn further, you could go like this is basically your intro to the industry,
Yeah.
right? And you paid $500 to get an introduction, and if you are a really smart, really disciplined person, which most people, unfortunately, like I'm not calling you dumb. It's just like it's really hard to get yourself to do things sometimes, right? Because life
Hmm.
is busy and that sort of thing. So, but that's what you got access to. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, that's yeah.
So anything that you got access to, like let's say you bought something that was significantly more money, let's say $1 million,
Hmm.
just for fun. Let's say you pay us $1 million, sign over your firstborn child, whatever, whatever it takes, and then in return you get mentorship, you get support, you get people who can answer questions. You have group coaching calls to where you can not only get help for you, but you can see how other people get help so you can learn from them learning. You watch them learn and then you learn as a result. Like that's the sort of thing that we would be looking at if we wanted to work together further. Now, does that sound the same as what you've already purchased?
No.
Okay, got it. So if I was to offer something like that to you, would you still be interested even though you've already purchased something that's for less money but somewhat similar? Would you still be interested in the
Yeah,
bigger,
I
cooler thing?
would.
Okay, got it. You sure? Because like before, it didn't seem like you were interested at all. So what changed?
Um, that explanation of what it is being offered, the difference,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's what changed. Yeah.
Would having that level of support be worth lots of money to you?
Yeah, it would be.
Why?
It would
Why
be.
wouldn't it be worth just $500?
Well, because I mean, I understand that, Chris helps a lot of people and his time is valuable. And it has to be worth his time to be able to help, someone that is very new.
Hmm.
Because, Chris also has a life, he has a family, he has a lifestyle, I'm sure. Um, so yeah, it literally has to be worth his time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just like, once you're making money, you're probably not going to be hanging out with homeless people all day. You'll probably hang out with, people who at least can crawl into a house, right? And you'll upgrade the people that you're around. You don't throw away your family or anything like that, but maybe your friends improve, right? Because they respect your time more, right? They realize that you're a guy who's busy and doing things, right?
Mhm.
So that makes sense. Okay, cool. So, do you feel good about continuing the call, or do you feel like the whole bait and switch thing's still an issue?
No, I feel better. Continue to call.
All right, cool. That's it. So that's how you'd handle it. That's how
Okay.
you'd go into that subject, right? Because he said he basically can't tell the difference. He told you. What you told me is, I don't want to pay more money for the same thing, which means that you currently do not have the ability to tell the difference. Or you have the ability, but you aren't telling the difference between the two things. But
Mhm.
I don't want to pitch it to you, right? I'm throwing everything back in your court, giving you control. I'm saying, does that sound like a terrible idea? Like, is that something you'd want to do? Does this sound like anything you'd even remotely be interested in?
Right.
Like, just a tiny bit? Well, yeah, I would a lot. Okay, why? And then I have you. I always disagree with what I want you to agree with because you're going to argue with me and prove your point if I say why about anything. So I never argue with you on anything that I want you to disagree with. So if you have a limiting belief, I'm going to agree with it and ask questions until you shift your own belief by answering the questions. But if you're like, man, I do want to, why would you want to buy? I am interested. Why would you even be interested? Most people think of this stuff as a scam. Why don't you think we're a scam? Right?
Mm.
Like you get them handling their own objections, but get them agreeing. And then if you're like, yeah, I don't want to buy from you. Hey, dude, neither do I. Fuck us. We suck. But just so I can understand your perspective, was there something you saw that you didn't like as to why? See, I agree, and then I get interested. Right? That's it. I don't try and tell you you're wrong. No, you're wrong for not wanting to buy, you stupid fucking retard. No, like I'm interested. Like, what makes you feel that way? I don't think that's an unreasonable thing to think. You must have found something or saw something that made you feel that way, right? To where that would be a reasonable thing to feel. So, what did you see or hear from us that made you not interested, right?
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay. So I just gotta so acknowledge and agree and ask questions
Mm-hmm.
to
Doesn't You're not here to be
have
right.
them right, to have them object their I mean have them handle their own objections.
Yeah, and if you agree with all their objections, guess what happens? They'll be more willing to tell you any other objections that they have because it was a pleasant experience in how you handled it. Where if it's a rebuttal system that they have to go through every time they share something personal that gets in the way of the sale, they're going to stop talking to you at some point because then all they're ever going to be is made as wrong, right?
Hmm.
And these people aren't well versed in coaching where occasionally, like how we were drilling earlier, you're going to get made wrong the whole fucking time until you do something right, right? And we're going to find where you're doing right so that way you don't lose hope in the middle of drilling, right? But they can't handle that kind of beating, right? They aren't tough like that yet. That maybe they could, but sales is a tough thing, right? So you go ahead. Yeah, what are you mad about? Here, I'll get angry at me too. Well, what are you angry at me about? Why don't you want me calling you? What did I do this
Hmm.
time? Oh man, I really screwed things up this time. Oh God. And they start laughing because they just knock it off. They get uncomfortable being mad at you, right? Like you just, so what? Oh, you think I'm a creepy, weird dude who's calling you? Well, I probably could agree with that. What did I do that was creepy and weird about me? Tell me. What did I do? Right? I'm interested. Who told you that? Who
Yeah,
told you that about me? That was supposed to be
right.
a secret,
If I
right?
get, yeah, I gotta get good at that. If I think, because I think I'm good at everything else. If I get good at just acknowledging and agreeing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because yeah, for me, I always want to, I don't want to be right. It's just that I want them to see the thing, you see it kind of my perspective, which
Yeah, which
that's,
is literally you. I don't want to be right, but I only want a scenario where they believe what I believe and see the world
yeah,
my way. Because Dwayne's way is the best way, by the way. We should all think how Dwayne thinks, right? They'll get there. They'll get there if you take care of them.
maybe that's the wrong way to put it, because I don't think I think of the best way. So
I'm giving you trouble.
I know. I'm
But
just
it's the
saying,
operating
like,
basis. It's what you're taught as a sales rep in the beginning. So I'm not. But it's also like be willing to be wrong. Just like the whole call, just be willing to be wrong. Two rules for happy living. My favorite one, because I use it all the time, is be able to experience anything. Be able to experience them getting mad or upset or telling you that you're an awful company. I got it. Yeah, we're probably pretty awful. Tell me about it. Like I'm willing to hear. It doesn't mean I agree. I'm just willing to hear what you got going on. Right? I'm interested.
mm,
Right? I care about my company. Maybe you saw a bad Reddit post and decided that we were a scam. I've had that multiple times. What specifically did they say? Yeah, this, that, and the other. So, and then my next question is, do you think that that person went through the whole program and applied everything? Well, no, probably not. Got it. So, do you think their negative testimony to the company is relevant? No. Okay, got it. So, do you want to keep having this conversation about this? No. Okay. It all becomes kind of silly.